In a world where the unpredictable reigns supreme, where live television becomes an electrifying battlefield of unforeseen hilarity, we present to you a roller coaster ride of laughter and amusement. From heart-pounding news bloopers to cringe-worthy game show blunders, our screens have been graced with some of the funniest and most unexpected instances in broadcast history. Join us as we rewind the clock and revisit those unforgettable moments that became the stuff of legends. Laughter, they say, is the universal language. These are the 30 funniest moments on live television. Number 30. Expert meteorologist. The magic of touchscreens is astonishing. We all recall the thrill of getting our very first smartphone, but meteorologist Greg Dutra elevated that excitement to a new height during a live weather update on WLS-TV in Chicago. In a delightful mishap, he accidentally touched his screen and conjured up a mesmerizing presentation. His reaction was priceless, like a child in a candy shop. Even the anchor couldn't resist joining in on the fun, urging, "Can I zoom?"
You can go anywhere you want.
That's so cool.
I didn't know it. Can I zoom? Oh, man. It's a great day.
Greg's mastery of touchscreen wizardry led to a playful speculation. I just hope he doesn't realize he can control the weather as well, or if he does, I hope he's on our side. Number 29. An audacious snake. Bringing animals onto live television shows is always an adventure, and with Datina, this time was no different. They decided to feature snakes on the program, but things took a surprising turn when one snake needed a bathroom break, right there on live television. There's no shyness here. It confidently peed, making for an unexpected moment.
Bom, moral da história, isso é a primeira mijada de cobra ao vivo. Puta!
It turned into a lively snake brigade. And that's not all. The snake also demonstrated its self-defense skills with true elegance. The unexpected mishap added a splash of excitement to the show, leaving viewers in awe of the unscripted, wild nature of live television. Number 28. Carol Costello. Weatherman Chad Myers was discussing Hurricane Katrina on live television when anchor Carol Costello kept interrupting for clarification. Frustrated, Myers snapped, "Let me talk, Carol." He even threw his papers in exasperation.
Let me talk, Carol.
Translate that for us. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Well, if you would let me talk.
Though he later tried to cover it up, it did seem genuine. And the incident happened in the morning, only adding to the challenge. Such unexpected moments show the real side of live television, where emotions can run high. And trying to explain amidst constant interruptions, Myers' outburst highlights the pressures of live broadcasting. It's like giving directions and getting interrupted repeatedly, leaving everyone annoyed. Number 27. A windy wind. Two fearless weather reporters battled to bring the latest blizzard update, but they were unprepared for the gusts of wind.
And it's actually very dangerous because you have the added bonus of frostbite.
One reporter's hat flew off, spinning like a wild tornado, while the other clung to his microphone, his tie flapping like a superhero's cape. The blizzard unleashed its icy fury, leaving their hair a wild mess, and despite their valiant efforts, these intrepid reporters were no match for Mother Nature's sense of humor. Number 26. Combat with a feisty turkey. Out on the streets, journalists have a tough time making it big, and this time was no different. In this hilarious clip, the reporter just couldn't catch a break while doing a simple live shot on the roadside. A feisty turkey took offense to the reporter's presence and made it clear that it meant business. That turkey relentlessly pecked at his microphone and chased him up and down the road. Meanwhile, the camera operator sat back, probably laughing their pants off at such a comical sight. It was a wild turkey showdown, and the poor reporter had to deal with this unexpected funny encounter. But sometimes these unpredictable moments make for the best stories, and this turkey encounter will surely be remembered as one of the craziest adventures on live TV. Number 25. Elephant in Crisis. In 2022, Kenyan elephants faced a rough patch due to a dreadful drought. Amidst the gloom, a glimmer of hope and humor would emerge when journalist Alvin Konda filmed a heartwarming segment about baby elephants being cared for in a Kenyan orphanage. As the adorable little ones explored, a mischievous elephant decided to inspect the reporter with its playful trunk, and being a good sport, Konda took it all in stride. That is, until the trunk reached his face.
Save our wild species and provide a home.
Unable to hold back, he then burst into contagious giggles. It was a joyful moment that lightened the mood and brought smiles to everyone. Despite the tough times, the baby elephant's anaconda showed us all that humor and resilience can shine even in the darkest of moments. Number 24. Makeup mishap. Put yourself in Carol Walker's shoes, the BBC News television star, just minutes before a crucial 9 a.m. segment. Thinking that she has a bit more time to freshen up, she grabs her handbag, ready to primp, but then the camera cuts too soon, and now the viewers catch her in the act of fixing her hair. Unaware that it's only 8:56 a.m., this is BBC News, I'm Carol Walker, and here are the headlines.
This is BBC News, I'm Carol Walker. The headlines at 9.
Surprise! For those tuning in, it must have been quite the unexpected sight, with her purse casually sitting on the desk. Even television pros like Carol have their behind-the-scenes moments. But then again, it's all part of the charm of live television, where anything can happen, and even the best anchors have their more than relatable moments. Number 23. Tony Armstrong. In this hilarious twist on the morning show, former Australian rules footballer turned sports presenter Tony Armstrong had found himself in a giggle-inducing situation. The weatherman, Nate Byrne, had gone missing, leaving the anchor Joe O'Brien trying to hand off the program to Nate. But the camera cut back to Tony instead.
I'm doing my best, though. I'm doing my best. Vancouver, we're all over the place.
Undeterred, Tony took charge, showcasing his improv skills, and tried to handle the weather report himself like a true player. The chaos behind the scenes was delightful to watch, as everyone struggled to keep up, and the segment never quite got back on track. Tony's quick wit and backstage struggles provided endless entertainment, proving that sometimes the best moments on live television are the unexpected ones. Number 22. Axe throwing. In a daring feat, this reporter decided to try axe throwing, aiming for the target, but ending up scaring a tipsy bunch behind it. It turned into a horror scene as the axe went rogue, like a confused squirrel on its adventure. Instead of hitting its target, it headed straight for the drum team, and it seemed as though the axe had its party plans. Perhaps the reporter should have stuck to writing stories instead of aiming sharp objects. Safety should always come first, after all. Let's just hope the team forgives the reporter and everyone learns to find a more safe way to entertain themselves. It goes to show that sometimes the most unexpected mishaps can lead to memorable and cautionary tales. Number 21. Presidential mishap. In a hilarious twist, President Joe Biden, known for his unintentional gaffes, dropped a bomb of a different kind during a momentous occasion. As Vice President, caught up in the excitement of President Barack Obama signing the healthcare bill into law, he leaned in close to sum up the moment. However, he also slipped out some colorful language, and the podium microphones would happily broadcast the F-bomb to the world. While everyone had agreed that the bill was a big deal, the choice of words was even more R-rated than what news coverage would usually expect. Before long, that blooper turned into a popular t-shirt slogan, turning the political mishap into a quirky fashion statement. It just goes to show you that even in the highest of offices, unexpected and humorous moments can leave a long-lasting impression. Number 20. Manchester United are rubbish. In a hilarious mix-up during a BBC News broadcast, something cheeky appeared on the ticker as they showed tennis updates on the screen. The unexpected words, "Manchester United are rubbish," scrolled by, making it seem as though the football club was one step closer to winning a Grand Slam for the first time. As you can imagine, United fans were not pleased at all. The BBC had to apologize swiftly for the blunder, but here's the funny part. The message was just random text that had been typed up by someone who was learning to use the ticker, and they had never expected it to go live on air. It was an innocent mistake, but it certainly revealed that there's at least one person at the BBC who isn't a fan of Manchester United. Number 19. Naked Gardening Day. During a lively chat about World Naked Gardening Day on Something Good Day Philadelphia, host Mike Jarek unintentionally made a risque innuendo, making a rather lewd comment on live television.
You know, I'd like to see the hose and the rakes and trowels and all the equipment they use.
He then realized his slip-up as soon as the words escaped his lips, while co-host Alex Hawley struggled to hold back her laughter. It's a classic case of words with multiple meanings, with the taboo ones overshadowing innocent definitions. Now, we can all relate to this predicament and imagine a similar situation happening again in the future. It's a reminder that sometimes words can take us on unexpected funny journeys, and we all have our moments of accidental humor. Live television never fails to keep us entertained with these amazing bloopers. Number 18. Football failure. During live coverage of an NFL game in Minnesota, former NFL coach Jim Mora accidentally made a comment that was not meant for viewers.
Yeah, because he didn't play. I mean, I'm sure there's other games where he might have had first 6 carries, only gained 18 yards, but he played the rest of the game.
Mora playfully mentioned that he hadn't played much in a certain game, trying to lighten the mood. Meanwhile, anchor Scott Walker had cracked a joke about Mora losing patience with his fellow commentators, unaware that they were live on air. Mora then burst into laughter, suggesting that his salty opinion of the joke to his colleagues. Little did they know they were live on television, and his colleagues awkwardly agreed with Walker, not realizing the slip-up. It took a moment for him to catch on, and when he did, it led to a hysterical moment that was shared by viewers. Such candid and amusing mishaps remind us that even seasoned professionals can have humorous blunders, making live TV all the more entertaining. Number 17. Wacky Weather Guy. In this amusing tale, the weather guy was just doing his job when a feisty pelican decided to be a weather bully, making cooperation impossible. This grumpy bird seemed on a mission to peck and attack a poor reporter. Talk about unfriendly work environment. The weather forecast then turned into an entertaining battle between man and bird, with the pelican giving a whole new meaning to foul weather.
You love it. You love it.
It was a comical showdown, but let's hope that weatherman invests in a pelican-proof umbrella for the future. This unexpected encounter would only add a touch of humor to the weather report and left viewers in stitches. Who knew that a simple forecast could turn into a feathery escapade? The world of live TV is full of surprises, and the pelican had stolen the spotlight. Number 16. Hilarious real-life meme. The Chris Pincher scandal in the UK turned into a total disaster, resulting in numerous government officials resigning, which included Boris Johnson. People were thrilled to see him go, and the music they chose for the media frenzy was priceless. It all began when actor Hugh Grant tweeted activist Steve Bray, suggesting that he play Benny Hill's theme song. And guess what? Bray did just that. He began blasting yakety sax right outside the British Parliament. The scene was so hilarious that it ended up on live broadcasts, turning the entire situation into a real-life meme. The combination of political turmoil and comical music brought a wave of laughter amidst all of the seriousness. It's a memorable example of how unexpected moments can turn into viral sensations, creating a lighthearted diversion during a tumultuous time. Number 15. Cell phone silliness. Now, we all understand the struggles of resisting the urge to check our phones, especially when we have a spare moment, and that's why cell phones are banned in schools and workplaces, to set limits and also avoid distractions during work hours. But just imagine if you accidentally ended up on live television while mindlessly scrolling. That's exactly what happened to BBC anchor Joanna Gosling. She was caught red-handed, phone in hand, when the camera unexpectedly cut to her. Her startled reaction would quickly turn into composure like a pro, and who knows, maybe she was just waiting for another spare moment to continue her phone adventures. It's a reminder that even experienced anchors can find themselves in relatable moments. We've all been there, trying to manage the phone temptation interaction during our busy lives. Number 14. Reporter hit by a car. During a live update on a weather main development in Dunbar, West Virginia, a reporter faced a frightful moment.
Hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay.
Out of nowhere, a car introduced itself by knocking her over. Luckily, the car was not in a hurry, so she found herself off of her feet but unharmed. The driver seemed perplexed by the road work and was incredibly sorry for the mishap. That reporter, being a pro, bounced back up like a champion, assuring everyone that she was all right and continuing on with the report.
And you're okay. It is all good. It's my last week on the job, and I think this would happen.
Now that's what I call dedication. Afterwards, she went to the hospital just to be safe, but fortunately she turned out fine. Though the incident had caused quite the scare, everyone involved would emerge unscathed. Number 13. Hogging the screen. During what seemed like a regular day, a breakfast bonanza would unfold for a television journalist while reporting live. Out of nowhere, a pig appeared and chased him like a baking-seeking missile. This trotting terror's encounter with the journalist was sure to make it into the Hog Hall of Fame. The pig had stolen the show, leaving the poor journalist feeling like a mere cereal side dish.
Καλημέρα, έχουμε ένα θέμα. Γιώργο, μ' ακούς, έχουμε ένα γουρούνι εδώ πέρα το οποίο μας κυνηγάει.
It was clear that this piggy was determined to hog the limelight, and boy did it succeed. The journalist would probably think twice before bringing home the bacon once again, and who would have thought that a pig could turn a routine report into a comical and unforgettable moment on live television? The unexpected and hilarious encounter with the trotting terror surely gave viewers something to squeal about. Number 12. Self-objection. The Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard trial had turned into a live streaming comedy event rather than a regular serious one, and amidst all of the drama, there was one hilarious moment when Johnny Depp's lawyer had suggested that Depp had tried to urinate in the foyer. The judge would quickly correct the lawyer, reminding him that it was his question and not Depp's.
He sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Okay.
The courtroom erupted in laughter as the lawyer's mistake had become the talk of the trial. Later, when questioning Depp's former house manager, the lawyer didn't get the answer that he expected and objected. But the judge once again reminded him that it was his question, and it seemed like celebrity lawyers should lower their expectations a bit. The trial had its serious moments, but it also delivered unexpected comedy that made headlines around the world. Number 11. Emma Baker. In the unpredictable world of live television, embarrassing incidents can strike when least expected. Just like this one at ITV in England, where host Emma Baker was multitasking, casually chatting away and fixing her appearance, thinking that she was off camera. But little did she know that she was live.
Is this your wife or Jan? Because you're always talking to her.
And to make matters worse, she made some amusing comments about an off-screen colleague, wondering if the woman in his story was his wife or someone that he may be spending a little too much time with. The unexpected blunder would leave her red-faced, but also brought laughter to the viewers.
Which one? What? I was being serious.
It's a reminder that even seasoned professionals can have their moments of awkwardness on live television. Emma's mishap quickly became a talking point, showing that in the fast-paced world of broadcasting, anything could happen. Number 10. Silvia Alves. Meet Silvia Alves, the captivating TV sensation from Brazil. Her rise to fame is no ordinary tale.
Hoje está sendo uma data muito especial para mim.
She effortlessly grabs the spotlight with her unmatched showmanship, leaving viewers in awe. Yet, it's not just her enchanting allure that steals the hearts. Her unwavering dedication to fitness also adds a touch of marvel. Behind the scenes, she relentlessly hones her physique through rigorous workouts and a disciplined diet, crafting a body that astounds. With a perfect blend of charisma and grace, she's charmed her way into the hearts of millions, a true inspiration for those who dream big. Number 9. Gordon Brown. In a comical turn of events only a week before a tough election, Britain's Prime Minister Gordon Brown found himself in a timed television blunder. Hoping for a campaign boost, he would be caught in a live moment of awkwardness when a woman brought up the touchy subject of immigration on camera.
Say anything about the immigrants because you're saying that but all these Eastern Europeans what are coming in. Where are they flocking from?
Brown put on a smile and remained composed, but once he had hopped into his car, he forgot that he was still mic'd up and let loose his true opinions.
That was a disaster. Well, just... Okay. Should never have put me with that woman. Whose idea was that? I don't know, I didn't see. That's Sue, I think.
He called the entire thing a disaster and referred to the woman as a bigoted woman. A local news crew would catch every juicy bit of it, and it's one of those rare occurrences where a politician accidentally revealed a tad too much honesty. The blunder made the headlines and added a touch of humor and drama to the election race. Number 8. Pokemon Go. In 2016, Pokemon Go stormed onto the gaming scene, creating a frenzy amongst players. Even news anchor Allison Croft in Florida could not resist its allure. So engrossed in chasing after her favorite Pokemon, she walked right in front of weatherman Bobby Deskins during a live broadcast. Bobby was left stunned by her obliviousness, and she would later share the hilarious video on her Facebook page, joking about being addicted to Pokemon Go. The caption read, "That moment when you realize you might be addicted to Pokemon Go." It became a funny reminder to watch out for real-life obstacles while catching virtual creatures. The incident would bring laughter to viewers and highlighted the widespread impact of the Pokemon Go craze on people's daily lives. Number 7. The slap heard around the world. At the 94th Academy Awards, comedian Chris Rock aimed to spice things up by teasing actor Jada Pinkett Smith, but her husband, Will Smith, did not find it funny. In a shocking moment, Smith took matters into his own hands and gave Rock a resounding slap across the face. Followed by a passionate outburst of colorful language, the audience and viewers were left stunned, and critics had a field day criticizing both Smith and the Academy for their lack of action. To make matters even worse, Smith not only got to stay at the ceremony, but even went on to accept an award shortly after. It became a jaw-dropping moment that reverberated worldwide, making headlines for many days. Number 6. Daydreaming on live television. Daydreaming at work is common, but Natasha X experienced quite a shock when she was caught daydreaming on live TV. Lost in her thoughts, she absent-mindedly played with her pen, leading to the loss of her own on-air shift. Viewers would begin a petition to bring her back, proving that everyone enjoys seeing someone being human, even if it means being caught daydreaming. It struck a chord with the audience, who had empathized with her relatable moment, and despite the mishap, Natasha's inadvertent display of vulnerability had garnered support and showed that we all have our spacey moments. Sometimes these human slip-ups will create unforgettable TV moments that resonate with viewers far more than the most polished of presentations. Number 5. Camera becomes self-aware. Live television is no stranger to mishaps, and technology can sometimes have a mind of its own. In this instance, a remote-controlled camera went crazy in the studio, moving while a reporter was delivering the news. Slowly, that camera crept across the stage, turning the reporter's live broadcast into a game of hide-and-seek. Despite the unexpected challenge, the reporter kept his composure and continued on like the professional that he was. It became a moment of both frustration and amusement as the audience was witnessing the unpredictability of live TV. This incident serves as a reminder that even in the face of technical difficulties, true professionals can maintain their poise and deliver the news with grace. Number 4. Live photobombing. The Minister of State for Civil Aviation was in the midst of a serious and important interview outside of Parliament when out of nowhere, a mischievous girl popped up behind him and photobombed the perfect shot. Talk about the unexpected entertainment during a live broadcast. It was like when you're posing for a nice picture and suddenly your friend makes a silly face. The minister's movement was hijacked by the photobomber, and it must have been quite the surprise for everyone involved. The incident brought an unexpected moment of humor and spontaneity to an otherwise serious interview. It left viewers and the minister himself amused by the playful interruption. Number 3. The one-finger salute. During a live news program, an uproarious incident would reveal what goes on behind the scenes. Weatherman Thomas Schaffernacker probably wishes that it never made it to the screen. His colleague Simon McCoy was announcing that the weather report would be highly detailed and 100% accurate, but the camera unexpectedly cut to Schaffernacker, catching him off guard, where he accidentally flashed the one-fingered salute. Panic would quickly strike his face, and he tried to disguise it as a chin scratch. The anchor struggled to contain their laughter.
Every now and then there's always one mistake. That was it now.
Joking about it, making it a truly unforgettable television moment. It was one of those rare and hilarious mistakes that remind everyone that even professionals have their human moments on live television, leading to unexpected and humorous situations. Number 2. Rolling off the stage. Sacha Baron Cohen is a master of laughter. He's like an uproarious tornado sweeping everyone off their feet, from regular people to the seasoned ones. And at an award show, he set up a comedy gag to shock everyone that involved what appeared to be an elderly lady in a wheelchair. Though it would later gain laughs, at the moment it was shocking to those who were in attendance. Cohen's comedic prowess often pushes boundaries and surprises his audience, leaving them in stitches while also questioning what's real and what's part of his hilarious act. His ability to evoke both shock and laughter is what makes him a comedic force to be reckoned with. Number 1. Cool as a cucumber. During a live television report, something crazy happened. Reporter David Williams was sharing the news when a lady wearing a unicorn head showed up out of nowhere. She sprinted towards him, waving her arms and making strange noises.
But everyone is out safely. We're live tonight.
But David, well, he remained as calm as a cucumber throughout the entire spectacle. "We're live," he said, keeping his composure. You have to give him credit, because if it were me, I would probably burst into laughter and lose it completely. The unexpected encounter with the unicorn-headed stranger was undoubtedly a hilarious moment that only added a touch of whimsy to the otherwise serious news report. Which of these funny moments of live television did you find the most hilarious? Let me know your opinion in the comments section down below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel for more like it in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.